Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 99 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
On play action, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run on 1st down. Keenan, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Colts are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Wide open receiver complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 9 now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for KC. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 2nd down, Keenan, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes steps away to his left. And that is... Caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Webster. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. as he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we've reached halftime with a visiting. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. We'll check. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Webster. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll keep it on the ground. Keenan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On first down, Keenan. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Williams brings it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll run again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Webster. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Keenan, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right? Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.